Thank you, Kurt. Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, welcome to Mount Vernon's annual commemoration of George Washington's birthday. It's nice to see so many of you braving the cold today. As Kurt said, I'm Barbara Lucas, the 21st Regent of the Mount Vernon Ladies Association, and we are the organization that purchased this beautiful estate from the Washington family shortly before the Civil War, and we continue to own and operate it, without one nickel or dime of federal or state money, I might add. So for more than 150 years, we have, yes, thank you. For more than 150 years, we have opened this historic place to over 85 million visitors from all around the world. So we're here today, as we've heard, 282 years after his birth, to honor George Washington, who was nothing less than the indispensable man in winning independence for the American colonies and establishing the United States of America. He has been hailed as our foundingest father for many reasons, but one, and the General alluded to this, it sums up his unique contributions, and that is that George Washington alone held the three most important roles in the founding of our nation. First, as the Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army during the American Revolution. Second, as President of the Constitutional Convention. And third, as the first President of the United States. All three of these things. And to each post, he was elected unanimously. So Washington is also called the father of his country for his service as a consummate statesman and a stalwart general, and rightly so. But his legacy has so many more facets. For Washington was a man who put the interests of his country above his own, a man who learned from his mistakes, a man to whom character and integrity mattered, and a man who instinctively knew when to exercise power and when to relinquish it. And this is the Washington that we celebrate here today. In the words of the famous orator Edward Everett, quote, "The character, the counsels, and example of our Washington will guide us through the doubts and difficulties that beset us. They will guide our children and our children's children in the paths of prosperity and peace, while America shall hold its place in the family of nations," unquote. And indeed, our children and their children and future generations need to know this Washington. And his legacy deserves to live in our hearts and inspire our lives. And we at Mount Vernon are dedicated to making that happen. So let us keep Washington's legacy alive when we return to our places of employment, in our homes, in our schools, and let us be guided by his unparalleled example of character, integrity, service, commitment to freedom, and humility, with a higher purpose than ourselves always in mind.